The image of the Buddha. In the Dharmapada Sutra, no one surpasses the one whose conquest is not turned into defeat again. By what track can you lead him? The awakened, the all-perceiving, the trackless? It is difficult to seduce the one that has eradicated all cravings and desires. By which way can you seduce him? The trackless Buddha of infinite range. Even the gods envy the wise ones, who are intent on meditation, who delight in the peace of renunciation. It is difficult to obtain birth as a human being. It is difficult to have a life of mortals. It is difficult to hear the correct law. It is even rare to meet the Buddha. Not to do evil, to do good, to purify one's mind. This is the teaching of the Buddhas. The Buddhas say, Nirvana is supreme. Forbearance is the highest austerity. He is not a recluse who harms another, nor is he an ascetic who oppresses others. Not to slander, not to harm, but to restrain oneself in accordance with the fundamental moral codes, to be moderate in eating, to dwell in secluded abode, to meditate on higher thoughts. This is the teaching of the Buddhas. Even a shower of gold pieces cannot satisfy lust. A wise man knows that lusts have a short taste, but long suffering. Even in heavenly pleasures, the wise man finds no delight. The disciple of the supremely enlightened one delights only in the destruction of craving. Men were driven by fear to take refuge in the mountains, in the forests, and in sacred trees. But that is not a safe refuge, or no such refuge is supreme. A man who has gone to such refuge is not delivered from all pain and afflictions. On the contrary, he who take refuge in the Buddhas, the Dharma and the Anga, sees with right knowledge, with clear understanding, of the Four Noble Truths. Suffering, the cause of suffering, the destruction of suffering, and the Eightfold Noble Path which leads to the cessation of suffering. That is the secure refuge, the supreme refuge. He who has gone to that refuge is released from all suffering. It is difficult to find a man with great wisdom. Such a man is not born everywhere. Where such a wise man is born, that family prospers. Happy is the birth of Buddhas. Happy is the teaching of the true law. Happy is the harmony in the Sangha. Happy is the discipline of the united ones. Whoever pays homage and offering, whether to the Buddhas or their disciples, those who have overcome illusions and got rid of grief and lamentation, the merit of him who reverences such peaceful and fearless ones cannot be measured by anyone. First sermon. After the Buddha's enlightenment, at Buddha Gaya, he moved slowly across India, until he reached the Deer Park near Benares, where he preached to 5 ascetics his first sermon. The sermon preached about the middle way, between all extremes, the Four Noble Truths, and the Noble Eightfold Path. In the Deer Park, Benares, at first the Buddha was ignored by the 5 brothers of Kaundinya, but as the Buddha approached them, they felt that there was something very special about him, so they automatically stood up as he drew near. Then the 5 men, with great respect, invited the Buddha to teach them what he has enlightened. So, the Buddha delivered his first teaching, turning the wheel of the Dharma. He began to preach. "O monk, you must know that there are 4 noble truths. The first is the noble truth of suffering. Life is filled with the miseries and afflictions of old age, sickness, unhappiness, and death. People chase after pleasure, but find only pain. Even when they do find something pleasant, they soon grow tired of it. Nowhere is there any real satisfaction or perfect peace. The second is the noble truth of the cause of suffering. When our mind is filled with greed and desire and wandering thoughts, sufferings of all types follow. The third is the noble truth of the end of suffering. When we remove all craving, desire, and wandering thoughts from our mind, sufferings will come to an end. We shall experience undescribable happiness. And finally, the noble truth of the path that helps us reach the ultimate wisdom.